Hello, how are you? I hope this message finds you well, whether it's morning, noon, night. I am Rachel Mindy. I am a guide and a life coach, and I am here with a message. But before we get to that, please like and subscribe to my channel. And let me ask you to, if you decide to, like if you like this video or if you like my content on the channel, do me a favor and write in the comments, I subscribed, and I will personally respond to your message. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I just want to share that when you are in the midst of disappointment or something negative is taking place in your life, or whatever the case may be, for me, the only way that I have personally been able to get over and get through things, the hiccups and the different situations that have happened in my life that weren't so hot, that weren't so good, that were struggles, that were, things of that nature. The only way that I was really, really able to get through those things was not only just with God. A lot of people say that, but what I mean is giving it away. In other words, if it's necessary for you to pray about it every day and ask for guidance and ask for direction and surrender, beloved. In other words, give whatever it is that you're going through to God. Ask for His direction and His guidance, and allow the Holy Spirit to speak to you about whatever it is, that the directions that you are to take to deal with that situation. And so a lot of times, quiet needs to take place. Isolation needs to take place. Quiet meaning silence sometimes, just time for all of the busyness that's going on around you to stop. And for you to be able to actually process what's going on, cry, whatever it is that you need to do. But our world is so busy, but it's a choice. It's a choice. Just as you choose to scroll through your phone, watch whatever on television, run here, run there, you also can make a choice to specify time for quiet, time for meditation, time for journaling, or dump journaling, as I love to call it, time for prayer, time for listening. Because the way that this world is set up, you are going to need God. You're not going to have the answers to something, and it could be right now. Maybe you don't have the answers to whatever is going on in your life right now. I only know one person that has the answers. It's not your mom, it's not your girlfriend, it's not your husband, it's not your wife. We all need a individual, rock solid relationship with God. And that does not mean that just because you have a relationship with God, that everything is going to be hunky-dory. I haven't used that word in a long time. I don't know if I ever used that word, but anyway, we have peaks and valleys and mountains and things that we have to go through. It is just simply a part of life. And what I know about those things, that it not only gives you an experience, but it gives you wisdom beyond your control, beyond your thought process, right? It gives you strength and know-how, and it adds like some muscles to you or what, so that the next time you have something that you go through, you can move through it with a little bit more like finesse. But if you never ever take the time to start to cultivate a relationship with a higher power of your understanding. My understanding is God. What will you do? I mean, the pandemic is a perfect example. Did you take that time to pray? Did you take that time to get closer to God? Did you take that time to, I don't know, look into it? Or did you do something else with that time? Like complaining, staying in fear, listening to the multitude of people that were talking, become addicted to the news, buy all the toilet paper up in the store. Like, what did you do with that time? Because that literally was the perfect time to change, right? And to go through whatever it is that you needed to go through, because we all have, our different history in life and things of that nature and things that we've been through. But what did you do with that time? And that's just an example. I mean, you can cultivate a relationship with God at any time. I'm just using that time because we were shut down, shut up in the house, couldn't go anywhere. And so I'm just thinking, it kind of sort of was the perfect time, if you don't have a relationship or you didn't have a relationship, for you to have one. But you can do it anytime. Now is a good time. We are in a recession. And I've been through a recession before where I lost everything. And so I know what it's like to go through a recession. And are you at all preparing or adjusting for the recession that we're in? Because from what I've observed, we're in a recession, but you're not going to know that we're in a recession probably until after the holidays. Because why would you? I mean, if you knew that we were in a recession now, would you be spending money? If you knew we were in a recession now, would you be buying, Christmas gifts and, just out here doing whatever? You know what I mean? Or would you be more responsible and maybe even frugal and just making plans so that if anything happens, you're good? See, because that's what happens when we allow for distractions to come into our household. Distractions would be what I'm making this video on, which would be the phone. Distractions would be the computer. Distractions would be the TV. Distractions could be, you moving and shaking and you having to do this and you having to be here and you having to be there. Just keeping your life so busy that you don't have any time for yourself or for a higher power. And so as you're going on and you're not really paying attention to what is really happening, and this is not to scare anyone, this is just to open your eyes, to what could be. Maybe you are in a great position and you don't have to worry about the recession, but that doesn't have anything to do with your relationship with the higher power at all, right? Because we all need one. And depending on what is going on in your personal life, would be the caveat as to, how you want to go about it. I am just imploring everyone that is listening to the sound of my voice and watching this video, that you are going to need that relationship. If you don't need it now, you will need it soon. And so all I'm saying is, in order for you to maneuver and to get through this thing called life, because there always are going to be hills, valleys, ebbs, and flows to this life. And the one thing that I do know is that the only way that I was able to get through the ebbs, the flows, the mountains, and the valleys of life was through my personal relationship, my personal faith, and all the miracles that God allows to happen in my life, because I love him and because I go to him first and because I'm faithful, no matter what. And what I'm saying is not that it's easy. I just want to put that out there. I personally, over the past year and year or so, year and a half or so, have been going through an immense healing, an immense elimination period, an immense lesson on so many different levels in so many different facets of my life. So this person right here is not talking to you from let me tell you what to do kind of thing, because I heard it or I read it or I'm certified or whatever the case may be. I am speaking to you from my own personal experience and things that I'm going through right now. I am imploring anyone that is listening to the sound of my voice to go back to some of my videos, leave me a message, schedule an appointment with me, schedule some time on my calendar. I think it's there somewhere. I literally have not updated anything, so send me a message. Let me know whether or not this message resonates with you. I always come in love. My purpose is to, wake up the masses. Wake up the masses. And I humbly come to you from the direction of the Holy Spirit and God. And so I hope that you have an amazing day, whether it is the evening or the morning or midday. I hope you have had or are having an amazing day, and I will talk to you later. I don't know if I'm going to go back to making videos every day, because what I feel now is that together, Spirit and I will make that decision. But you've got plenty to listen to. Now, I don't know how my videos are. I don't critique them in that way, to whether or not they're funny and, all of these things or whatever the case may be. I've tried to make some improvements over time. But yeah, if there's anything that you need, it's there. But if there's anything that you need on a one-on-one basis, I'm here. You can find my contact information in the About section. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you for listening to me. Bye.